All right, so to kind of explain some things while we're in queue, or I guess while we're picking. Basically, since everything is said and done,
the heart is the strongest muscle.
all right. So we got a 14-day, okay, and it was only two reasons. It was the shooting through the wall incident and the Slim Zone arc was Amber, thank you for the 5 bomb. So it was a shooting through the wall shit and admitting it, which, you know, I think it was completely my fault for that. But and the Slim Zone arc, it was considered power gaming for both things. Obviously the wall one, I was confused on the Slim Zone one, but I kind of got it after a bit. So I guess for that whole thing for Pinzone is going to be dropped probably. And the other thing was the wall shit and then admitting it or whatever, which is fine. I think that one was honestly that one was called for. I saw that coming. I think that was gonna happen. I think Slim Zone, they said that it was mainly because it actually did give a hitbox advantage. Okay, I fucking knew it. Okay, at least we can stop the queue because now we know games are being done. But yeah, so it was considered that, which it kind of the wall shit I kind of got, obviously. But the Slim Zone one I was confused about, but I guess it is what it is. It's not really my decision to make. It's not my server or whatever. I was really disappointed to hear that one though, because I didn't actually think it gave a hitbox advantage. It was just a whole arc. But I guess it actually did, and it was considered powered gaming. So, but the wall shit, it was granted, and a lot of people will say like, "Oh, you know," they'll be like, "Oh, you know." How do I word this? They're like, "Oh, the treatment was unfair or whatever, because other people get less." Dude, honestly. And also, there's no need to like assume who did it. It was like a staff decision, but basically, the wall shit for sure was granted, and people will say like, "Oh, it was unfair treatment or whatever." Like, how come these guys got banned for one day and then other people get banned for more? Honestly, for the shit I did, I was very, very lucky, because most people, if you look at other people doing the same thing, they have been permabanned pretty much, and I was very, very grateful that we didn't get permabanned for that. But you know, so they had to, so everything looks extreme, but in the end of the day, usually people will go on like people will be gone. So honestly, a lot of people will say like, "Oh, it's unfair," or whatever. But honestly, I hate to say it, but it's like, if I wasn't who I was, like if I was like a shit person or whatever, I think I definitely would have just gotten checked out. But also, of course, with the 14-day, it was 25 warning points or whatever, and it was also the how do I word this? It was the removal from PD. It did happen. It's not cap or whatever. It genuinely, it said when I got the notification for it. So this is what happened after the subathon. I went to sleep, and I had gotten the notification to say my piece, like to, you know, like, because I got the notification for like, "Hey, we're looking into this. Do you want to say anything? Do you have 24 hours? So I immediately went to sleep, and I tried to act like nothing was going on, and then I woke up, and I didn't get to say much because I had just woken up from like another like long sleep, and the decision was already made. I didn't really get to say much, but I think regardless, if I said anything, it probably would have been worse, knowing my -100 speech. But yeah, I genuinely woke up and boom, like at the exact minute they sent the message notifying me of the removal, the 14 days, whatever, I had genuinely just woken up. Like I got the notification on my phone for everything, and I was like, oh. But the firing is, how do I word this? So I could reapply. It's in 2 months, pretty much, from the day it happened. So it's gonna be. But it's not new cop, not nothing. It has to be. It's like the whitelist in general. And I already got like booted out of the command chat, the tags removed, all that. I mean, but what's insane to me is that after the thing, dude, and now we can start. The amount of support people have had for, I guess, me in general was like pretty crazy, dude. The amount of DMs I got from like Sab and everyone, and like Medi, like people, a lot of people were like trying to be like, yo, like it's all good, you know. A lot of people were really happy that I wasn't like permanent, so I was really, that helped a lot with the whole situation, and obviously you guys as well, and a lot of other communities, you know. And I think it was a big wake up call for Pinzone in general, and just like how it just basically showed me that like the way that I did things was not what was envisioned for the server. I went way too like content shootout heavy, like memeing and all that, and a lot of people were like, "Hey, we get it. That's kind of who you are, but but obviously that's not really welcome here." So but it's basically like the admins did not envision this shit, and it's not even that like they were pissed about that. Like the Slim Zone arc was one of the main thing, right, that a lot of people didn't like because it was power gaming or whatever, which that one really sucked. I hope that's not the case, or I hope that like I could bring it back, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah. So, well, regardless of all the shit that happened, and I'll answer any questions or whatever. I don't mind talking about it, but I'm just gonna do like variety for like the 2 weeks we're gone or whatever. That'll probably a lot of League. I've been playing Halo. I talked to a lot of people. A lot of people want to get me into Tarkov and see how that goes. So I think Tarkov will be exciting, and then so we're gonna do a lot of variety, and we're gonna very focus on like the community itself, right? Like we have the game night, we have all that. So it's mainly gonna be like a lot of people were saying that don't stop like streaming because a lot of the you know, like Sab and all them, they're you know, because they're like, oh, you know, don't let your community down or whatever, like leave them, you know, don't leave them, pretty much, like take your time off or whatever you need, but make sure you always come back. Cotted said that too. It was very nice. Is there a chance 14 days will be lowered? I don't think 14 days are gonna get lowered. I doubt it. I tried to talk, and they were like, hey, listen, man, you're lucky it wasn't permanent. Just, you know, take what you can. And I was like, okay. a lot of people, and it was crazy because a lot of groups too had reached out, and a lot of people seemed really excited about Alex kind of coming back, because obviously, as much as I would love to do civilian Pinzone, I don't think civilian Pinzone would be that exciting, but I might still do it regardless, because I think people still love Pinzone as a character. Tuna, thank you for the 5 bomb as well. Oh my god. Yeah, I think Deputy Mayor arc would be pretty fun, and doing Civ stuff. I made a joke and said I'd run for Senate, but obviously that wouldn't happen. Slezit, thank you for the brand new tier 1. Also, now since we're gone for 14 days, I want to like make sure, because I've been so hyper focused on RP for like a long time, and taking the 2 days off where I couldn't, you know, really log in, I was like, damn, like, no, this is like all I've done for like 2 years straight, and to have like a break, it was like, what the fuck am I doing? Stab, thank you for the 5 bomb. Are you allowed to play public? No, I'm not allowed to play public. Yeah, but was it like a reported issue, or admins do it on their own? It was an admin just doing it on your own. No, Reddit is. Stab, thank you for the 5 bomb. Soretta, thank you for the 5 bomb as well. But yeah, honestly, I think it was really nice to have like it's nice to have a break, you know. I think it's actually, as much as people say it's a bad thing, I think it kind of woke me up, and I was like, Jesus, this is all I've been doing for like a long time. And yeah, we'll do like Bad Theft Auto, all that. It's basically, we're gonna heavily focus on like content. So, but I appreciate all the love though, for real. But I think I think that's the best explanation. I can answer like any questions about it or whatever, but you know, I think it was not like anyone that reported me specifically. It's because it blew up on Reddit. So that's, you know, everyone's like, oh, well, something does have to happen. I think admitting to your mistake and willing to change proves you're a good person. I appreciate it, boo. Ember, thank you for the 5 bomb. But yeah, it's to explain what happened, it's like all the adrenaline was pumping, and we had just finished that shootout, and like we defeated the castle, and I was just so pumped. And then I was like, oh, I shot him through here and all that. It was so stupid of me. I mean, it is what it is, but it's funny looking back at my sleep-deprived self, just saying like, yeah, yeah. But you know, I mean, listen, I didn't get permed, so I'm really happy with how it came out. But I think we're definitely gonna be a lot more chill with like the shit. So at least you're honest. Oh yeah. I mean, being honest was my downfall, to be honest, but I mean, it's a good wake-up call regardless. You know what I mean? You apologize to Shots? I mean, Shots didn't even get shot through me mainly. It was the other people on the roofs. I watched back the VOD to like see everything. I didn't really do much. Is fine. The 900R is okay. The main thing I'm worried about is my Explorer. Do you want to bring pins back to the PD? I don't know. I thought about it. I'm very iffy. I'm very iffy about bringing pins back. I'll be honest. I don't really. It depends where it goes for him, but I wouldn't mind maining Crim for a bit. I mean, in two months is a pretty long time, so we'd have to see how we feel. New rookie top? No, I don't think. I think Pins is too much. If Pins gets into like some other governmental position, I could see how being a cop makes sense. But we could also do like Pins volunteer EMS or some shit. I don't think it really fits. It was more fun on like Prim.